Welcome back, traders. This is going to be my market outlook on index futures for the week of January 12th. I'm going to start with the S&P on the monthly chart. Now, it's been a while since I've taken a look at the monthly chart, and technically this candle is still developing because January is not even halfway over yet. However, I think it is important to note the opening price of this up candle. I'm marking it out as the monthly change in the state of delivery, because if we start going below this price level, then that signals to me that we will be entering into a bear market. On the weekly chart, you can see that last week we took out the sell side below this low. So now my eyes are going to the sell side below these lows right here. And if we do get there, you'll also note that we will be going through the monthly change in the state of delivery. Now, if you look at the previous few weeks that we've had, we don't see any inefficiencies. And because last week and the week before we had this up and down movement right here, I'm looking at this as a balanced price range. I don't really think price is going to go and retrace back up here very much anymore. And if you go ahead and measure the wick of this candle, half of that wick, you can see that it hits exactly to the tick of last week's high. So I'm reading this as an algorithmic signature that's telling me that we are wanting to go for lower prices. On the daily chart, you can see that order flow is bearish. Price has respected this fair value gap. It's also respected this daily SIBI as well. You can see the bodies are respecting the low of that SIBI. This is again another algorithmic signature. Now on the weekly chart, we didn't see any inefficiencies, but there's a little bit here on the daily chart. So price could retrace back up here, although I think it is unlikely because if you go ahead and take a gradient from this high down to this low right here, you can see that we are already trading below equilibrium. We are leaving the premium. So I'm expecting price to run quickly to the sell side. But I do expect a little bit of retracement on Monday and Tuesday. Perhaps we will retrace just within this daily candle. Because if you look at the economic calendar on Wednesday, we do have CPI and there is some high impact news on Thursday as well. So I'm expecting the later half of the week to give us the volatility to push for the sell side. Now moving on to Nasdaq, again on the monthly chart, I want to mark out the change in the state of delivery. Then on the weekly chart, you can see we took sell side below these lows. So my eyes are going to these equal lows. I'm looking for sell side below these. And this is also below that monthly change in the state of delivery. And if we look back at the most recent weeks, we don't see any inefficiencies back up here. This weekly BISI, we've been respecting it. If you just look at the bodies of the candles, all the bodies have stayed in the upper half of this weekly BISI. But finally, last week we did close below it, and we even closed below this volume imbalance. So I'm looking for price to go to the downside from now on. On the daily chart, you can see that we took out sell side on Friday, so I'm not gonna need this anymore. The next sell side target is gonna be below this low. There's also this daily SIBI right here, or sorry, daily BISI right here. And then these are the relative lows that I really have my eyes on for my final target. Now, if you look at order flow, we are bearish still. We've been respecting this fair value gap. This daily SIBI has been respected. There's a little bit of inefficiency, so we could go back up there, but I think more than likely, we're just going to retrace within this large down candle on Monday and Tuesday. And then I'm looking for CPI on Wednesday and then Thursday's volatility to bring us down to take the sell side below this low. And if we get really animated, we could go into the daily BISI or even below this low, but maybe that's a little bit too far of a target for now. So that's going to be it for me this week. We did hit a pretty big sell side target, so we could be due for some retracement. Remember to stay patient and wait for the lower time frame to align with the higher time frame. And I hope you took something away from this video. If you did, please leave it a like, subscribe, and until I see you guys next time, safe trading.